Hello dear friends, thank you for joining me. My name's Colleen. If we haven't met, I'm really pleased that you're here today. I have some unboxing to do. I was scrolling through one of my Facebook groups the other day, and ladies in Australia were commenting that they bought some really reasonably priced craft materials from Shein, which I thought was just a clothing outlet. This is the spelling. But to my delight, I discovered that they do sell craft material and ephemera as well, and fairly reasonable prices. So I placed a small order just so that I could see what happens. For those of you in the UK, they do have a UK distribution office, so you're not going to get caught up with any customs and things like that. And although they said my parcel was going to take 3 weeks to get here, it was here within a few days, so I'm very happy. So I've taken it out the bag. Shall we have a look? I haven't opened the packets, I haven't seen what's inside, so I'm really excited. So first of all, I ordered this little mini book that's got a vintage collection of papers. I think there are about 360 odd in here, and I promise you I haven't undone it because I would never have got this piece of plastic on again. But I thought that this would be really nice for little tuck spots and things. Oh, and these are on vellum. How nice is that? So these are all little printed vellum sheets. I don't know if you can see how transparent those are. And they've got all sorts of lovely vintage designs, shells, some butterflies, writing, birds. Oh, I think I'm going to have fun with this. So this has really given me a whole lot of different things to work with. Some fruit, some music notes. I will say one thing though, is that when you're looking at their catalogues, at the top of their website, you've got to go where it says like home, ladies clothing, men's clothing. There's a little right arrow. Keep clicking it till you get onto the home things, and then when you are looking at the individual things, just check the sizes against a ruler. In my mind I thought this was just fractionally bigger than what it is, but nevertheless I'm really happy with that. So that's a lovely little book with, as you can see, tons of vellum ephemera, and I'm going to make good use of that. Then I ordered these because I was just so curious to see how they had done them. These are little printed designs that actually have sticker backs on, and do you think I could find the one that I'd open? It is a sticker, and I found that I had to get a pin and just flick it and then to peel off the back. Don't ask me to do this on camera because I'm not going to find it, but I did spend a lot of time with one of these this morning. It was the only thing that I opened just to try and see if there really were stickers, but they are, and the detail is beautiful, and I think that these will make a nice addition. And there's a whole lot of them inside here as well, all kinds of different plant materials. Let me just show you these. These I think were about £1 or £1.50, which for what you're getting and the quality of the design, I'm really happy. Lovely ferns and things. Some little blue gum. Yes, just lots and lots and lots of these. So I'm very, very happy with those. I had originally thought, oh, those are probably real flowers that were pressed. So I think that's what caught my imagination, but they're not. But nevertheless, they're very, very nice indeed. This little booklet was a surprise. I hadn't seen this cover in the catalogue, so when this arrived I thought, what did I order this for? But inside are just a whole collection of lovely pages that have got different scripts on them, different languages. Very, very nice addition to my stash for making ephemera. So I'm very happy with those, and they've got quite a nice vintagey feel. So that was the next thing that I got. And then I had this, which is I think also a whole lot of different papers. These the papers and things that I bought were really all under £2, if not less. I can't remember exactly. And then when I show you the stamps and things, they were also very reasonable. Okay, so this has got some lovely printed vellum. Is it all vellum? No, the top few are on what looks like a handmade paper. And there are a couple of copies of each design, so that's really nice if you're wanting to use something more than once. So you've got those more sort of botanical themes. And then this is printed with white ink on vellum, and these are also rather gorgeous. Let me just see what other designs. Oh look, there's dragonflies and some butterflies. There's some with postage stamps. Yes, so I think I'm very happy with this trial order that I did, certainly in terms of the paper, and we'll see how we go. So I'm just going to set these aside because shortly I'm going to want to show you how to do the stamps, and we'll just test those together to see whether they actually work really nicely. So I'm just going to slide these back into the bag just for now. You will see me use, oh, that's going to take too long, let's just put it on the side. Right, I bought these two little dies just because I love birds, and I think that that will be useful, and I like this because I could put little small images in that, or make little vellum windows on something. So I thought that that would have nice potential. Again, under £2, if not just £1, I can't remember exactly. Then I got all of these stamp sets. So if you look at my whole stash of stuff that I got, all of these things, okay, and I paid only £30 for all of this stuff. They give you discount codes when you start logging in. They give you all sorts of rebates. They pay for the postage, so you really do get a good deal. I like this with the different kinds of tickets that I could stamp, so I thought that that was a really nice thing to have in my stash. Here's another one that's got a whole selection of different labels and a bit of script. So these sort of things would be nice just to put on tickets, and small ephemera just to give them some detail. I got that to be able to print some labels as well. Very happy with all of those. And then quite often we make little matchbook notelets or small notelets. That would be nice as well, or just to print this on a piece of paper and then clip it on with one of our nice attachments. Little ink bottles and things, which are really fun. Sorry about the reflection on the packets, but I'll take some of these out shortly. Then I got two sets that had different books, because I felt that these would be really nice to cut out and maybe color some of them. So I've got that one and this. I'll be able to use those very nicely. This one I just loved because it had all the different countries. It's got the Eiffel Tower here, all the postage stamps. This is like a little old camera film, some stamps, one-way things, a little mini postcard. Thought this was really useful. I love this one because I thought if I'm wanting to do gesso on a background and then break it up a little bit, this would be rather nice because it's not a completely perfect sort of brick image. It's got these little mottles and marks and cracks and things, so I like that about it. I got two different bird stamps. Are you as excited as I am? I can't wait to play. So I love the fact that some of these birds were really, really little, tiny little ones, and that I'd be able to fussy cut them. And also that they've got the names underneath of the birds. So you can either use that, or if you had to fussy cut the image, you could cut them out, the words. And this one's got a few little berries. Those are rather nice, and a few little flowers. Then I got these butterflies. They're not in a particularly nice packet, so let me take these out of here. And yeah, those are really nice, lovely detail, different sizes and things. So yeah, and then these ones with the fungi or the mushrooms. And these would be lovely because you could use your acrylic pencil crayons, or you could use markers to do that. Lovely leaves, almost skeletonized leaf kind of look that you could stamp. And then I'm busy with a baking journal, so I got, let me take that out the way, I got these little ones. So you've got donuts, you've got little gummy bears, some sweets, candy floss, cupcakes, ice cream, slice of cake, jelly, croissant, desserts. So that's got a lot of detail on here. And this one's got some fruit, strawberries and things. It's got some wording, which is really nice. Teacups and saucers, and a whole lot of little bees, which is also something that I love. I just love nature. Sorry, I go on about it, but I just love nature. So let's have a bash and try some of these out and see what the quality of the print is like. I don't own a stamping platform. I know that you would get a much better result with that than me just stamping on its own. And I'm not a really good stamper either, but we'll do our best. So stamping platform is something that I am looking at getting, but not just yet. As some of you know, I recently moved to the UK from Africa and had to leave most of my supplies behind, so I'm starting off again, and slowly does it. Every month a few little things. So let me just take one of these label stamps. Let's maybe try this one. And I'm just using a Ferrero Rocher box as my base. Right, and let's ink this up. I'm using today some Stays On ink. It's my sort of go-to because it works on everything. So here we go. I'm going to ink this up. First impressions sometimes aren't really good because I often find with new things you've sometimes almost got to season them like you do a cast iron pot. They've got to get a little bit of ink on and then dry off, so sometimes your first impression isn't brilliant, but we'll be able to see whether the detail comes out. Whether I've inked it enough we'll see as well. And this is the top. Okay, so let's just press this down inside, rub my fingers all over just to make sure that it's all in contact with the paper. Yeah, happy with that. I could have applied a little bit more ink, but it's got really nice fine detail and that's coming out, and all the little individual words there are coming out. So I'm going to set this particular one aside and we'll try one of the others. So the stamps actually seem to have come from a couple of different companies, but they were, I don't know how they work these things, but they were collected and distributed by Shein. So they all came in one parcel. So that's why I'm wanting to test some of the others just to see what the quality is like. Should we do this stack of books? Let's do this one and see what happens. So with all of these I'm going to spend an evening just inking them up and making some stamped images on cardboard and papers and things so that I can cut them out as and when I need them. Now that looks reasonably inked. I'm going to just press this down. Lovely detail. Look at that. Most of these stamps were £1, £1.25, £1.50. And when I look at a little pack like that, and on this one I'd have 2, 4, 6 different stamps, and they're fairly large ones. I'm happy. I'm happy. So let me find one of these baking ones, and we'll just try one more of these, because I think you can see that although they were inexpensive, that there's no problem with the design. I'm going to take this teapot because it's got quite a lot of detail on it, and let's see how it comes. So this is a slightly thicker silicone stamp, and you can see I'm having to pull it a little bit off its backing, so it's obviously a slightly better quality than the thinner ones, but nevertheless it wasn't expensive at all. So let's ink this one up. When I'm inking up in my way that I do it, I do rotate my hand so I don't get stripes. So let's press this down. Wow, look at that. That looks as though it comes off a printer, doesn't it? That's a really nice clean image. Very happy with that. So dear friends, if you want somewhere else to explore, to travel to find your crafting supplies, they have a fair amount. They've got stationery items, they've got stamping things, they had some office supplies, even a few toys and things for the kids. And I'm sure if I had to explore more, I would find more things, but I just was getting tired the other night and I thought, I've actually got to stop. Let me see whether this works, whether it's coming from China and what all the ramifications are. So I'm very happy with that. As I say, I've got a huge stash of things for a very reasonable amount of money, and I'm thrilled. I'm not being paid to say this to you. I just thought I'd share my knowledge because I had no idea that this particular company sold craft products. I thought it was only clothes. Anyway, bye for now. Have a good week ahead. See you in the next video. Well, I mentioned that I bought these little leaf images as stickers, and I struggled during the course of some of my video to show it to you, but I found a way to actually make sure that they come apart easily. As you can see here, there is a little flap, and all I did was just use this little spatula just to flick the edges to get the one piece of adhesive down. The actual image is on the sticker part. The back is just a piece of acetate, but I found that that was useful. I'm sure that something like a craft knife blade or or something like that would work just as well. But I thought I'd just show you that there were stickers, because otherwise these images are really difficult to glue down, because you will always see the glue. It's a bit like working with vellum. So, little trick for working with those, and they are stickers. Bye for now.